I'm not sure which way to go from here. Can you save?
Saving.
Adventure saved.
Okay, let's go.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
On my way.
I saw Mike this week.
Seriously, River? You're still wasting your time with that man-child?
He didn't really ghost me. He was in an accident. He broke his finger and his toe. He was just trying not to stress me out.
That sounds pretty far-fetched.
Oh, I know. His life's like a movie.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, when Mike called, I thought...
Go ahead with your rogue. Check for traps.
Sure. So, what's up with you?
Oh, you know, the usual. It's been raining a lot recently. So lots of...
Stop!
Booze, you know.
Charlie, stop! I haven't checked there yet.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I can fly out.
I just told you.
Loading. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Rogue.
I've got this. Did you eat today?
Critical fail.
Shit.
Loading. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
So, third time lucky. But did you eat today?
I think.
Don't you remember?
I do. It's just remembering doesn't work like that.
Did I tell you I'm moving?
Since when?
The guy I sublet from has raised rent by $200. I've been paying the extra for a couple of months.
You've been staying for a while now. You need to leave. A good deal on rent isn't a good deal if you've got no reason to be there.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, my friend owns this place out by the coast, and she's kicking out a tenant. We're gonna move in and renovate it together. You know, I always wanted this city to be for me, but it never was.
What a tenant. I need a blessing.
I don't know, some guy. She was always planning to renovate. Are you still there?
Yeah, but I need that blessing.
Oh, shit. Charlie, sorry, I can't. It's my follower's turn.
Loading. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay, let's go. Blessing of strength. Cereal is only good when it's hard to eat. Don't be fooled by Cocoa Krispies. It's just shit chocolate milk and shit Rice Krispies. I should just buy regular Rice Krispies and chocolate milk.
What?
Am I trying to kill two birds with one stone and ending up with two concussed birds and shit chocolate milk?
What?
Chocolate milk, good. Rice Krispies, good. Cocoa Krispies, bad. Birds, stoned.
Are you stoned?
Not really.
You're smoking though.
Of course. The proper way. None of that messing around with paper and cardboard.
People assume you're smoking something stronger if you use a pipe here.
Like opium.
Not all British people are Sherlock Holmes.
Did I ever tell you about the first time I used a bong?
I don't think so.
Well, I was young, like 16, I think. And there were these guys on my street who had a garage band. Anyway, one time I'm hanging out at practice and they brought out this bong. And I know what it is, but that's about it. I feel too embarrassed to say I've never used one before. Of course, now looking back, I think that they knew. I think they were laughing at my attempts to play it cool. So they go through this mystical operation with fire and tinfoil and water, and then they offered me the bong. And you know the mouthpiece on the end, the bit you breathe the smoke through.
Right, you press your mouth to it.
Right, well, I put my mouth on it. I put it in my mouth.
You put it in your mouth.
Yeah, I didn't know. It was obvious I was meant to use my mouth, and I basically deep throated the thing. I mean, they were laughing at me, of course, and I couldn't understand why. So I've just put this thing in my mouth, and I immediately realize I've made a mistake. It's way too big. And I can feel the glass against my teeth, and I remember thinking it's going to shatter, and then I choke. And I cough right into the mouthpiece.
Oh.
Well, right, so of course, the water explodes right up into this delicate little nest of tinfoil and mystical marijuana and completely soaks it. It's ruined. And the guys were really angry. I could tell I'd fucked up, but I wasn't sure exactly what I'd done or how to fix it. And everyone was just mad at me, and I never went back to band practice.
You want to know?
Well, I shouldn't have pretended.
It's not good etiquette to mock your fellow stoner.
Stoner etiquette. Huh? Oh, ding.
Finally. Level up.
Let's do it.
Level up. Tutorial. Building your character. No single character excels in all attributes. Balancing strengths and weaknesses in your party is key to a successful adventure. Select which attributes to improve.
You know, when people say survival of the fittest, they think it means if you're not fit, strong as an individual, you die. End of your lineage.
Right. Evolution, it's in the name.
For species, evolution favours adaptation and survivability for species, not for individuals. Like an adventuring party.
Strength. Strength measures your physical power. Strong characters can help the party by fighting or lifting heavy objects.
What's the difference?
Okay, let me give you an example. There's this amoeba, disco, discoed, dicto. I'll look it up later. There's this amoeba, a single cell animal with a many cell name that lives in forests eating bacteria. When there isn't enough to eat nearby, these disco amoebas gather together into a single slug. One animal.
Excuse me, what?
Like Power Rangers. Except there's about 100,000 of them. Amoebas are really small. These slugs are about 0.01 millimeters.
Dexterity. Dexterity represents your agility and grace. Dexterous characters are better at dodging and can react to new situations quickly.
It's the worst morphing power ever.
That's not my point. This new Disco Ranger slug crawls around until it finds a good spot, plants itself down, and starts growing a stalk.
A stalk. Obviously.
Intelligence. Intelligence is academic knowledge. Intelligent characters solve puzzles quickly, and they can make deductions based on what they know.
The details get a bit sciencey. But this slug turns back into individual amoebas. A lot of them die to make this stalk, and the rest of them, they use the stalk to climb up and catch the wind, blowing away to somewhere they can eat.
Constitution. Constitution is health and endurance. Characters with high constitution recover from illness easily and need less rest.
It would suck to be one of the stalk amoeba.
More than starving to death.
Oh, yeah.
Wisdom. Wisdom measures experience and good judgment. Wise characters can read people and be able to reason beyond academic facts.
So, the survival of the species dictates individuals carry self-destructive traits. That's not a special case either. All sorts of animals do illogical stuff like this.
Humans are much more complex than amoeba, though. We can decide for ourselves what's right and what's wrong.
We self-sacrifice for all sorts of illogical reason. Love, kindness, duty, spite, or just being between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Between a rock and a hard place.
Yes, people do the most illogical things when they run out of choices that make sense.
Charisma. Charisma is the ability to charm and influence. Charismatic characters are well liked. They can convince people, and what they have to say is taken more seriously.
Kindness is so sexy.
The ultimate goal of evolution, to be sexy enough to procreate before you die.
No, thank you. I'll take the practice, though.
Are you finished?
Ages ago. I've been flirting with my wizard boyfriend.
How is vanadium?
He's changed his name to Xenon. He says transition metals are gauche.
Well, a noble gas does make more sense, since he's full of hot air.
Keep my wizard boyfriend's name out of your mouth.
I've forgotten it already.
I mean, titanium isn't exactly a boyfriend upgrade.
You should speak to Titanium. His quest line is solid.
He's not my type.
Sure, but you'll like the rewards. Plus 3 meters jump distance. Cute, too.
Oh,
Here we go.
I need to sell my junk. You know, I still have the flats you bought me.
Yeah? You didn't learn your lesson then.
I haven't snapped another heel, but I keep them in my bag now. I haven't got you around to fetch wardrobe fixes for me anymore.
I thought you hated shopping.
I like dressing you up.
You are good at that. I still have a couple of those shirts with the thing on the sleeve.
Soft ones. How many of those did you buy? 6?
That was good advice.
Always buy multiples of the cute, comfy thing.
Do you remember when I picked you up after that? You wanted to stop and pick up his laundry.
He got funny when I didn't run his errands. Sounds stupid now.
Yeah, he was a dickhead.
Dickhead. You didn't see him. Like, you didn't really know him, though. He never bothered to play nice with you. You didn't see him on his best behavior. Marriage was a mistake. It was always embarrassing him.
You're not embarrassing.
Well, I know that now. Thanks, Charlie.
For what?
For not picking up the laundry. I'm done.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. Choose your destination. Traveling to Silent Keep.
Oh, I like the cat. Do we have to give him back?
Remember what happened to your badger? The AI has not heard of a natural selection.
Poor Cruella.
Let's take Kitty back to the Queen and get paid.
Oh yeah, I want the armor from this quest.
You spot a hooded figure on the edge of the crowd, eyes fixed on the Queen's beloved cat.
Trouble!
Don't start a battle without me.
The stranger realizes they've been spotted and lunges for the cat. Make a choice. 1. Dexterity. Snatch the cat away. 2. Wisdom. Open the carrier so the cat can escape. 3. Charisma. Shout to the thief to stop.
How far away are you?
I'm nearly finished. I just have to change my gear.
Okay, I'll try and talk him down.
Roll for charisma.
What's happening?
He says he works for the Queen. I think he's lying.
Can you read his mind?
That's one of your skills. I started this conversation, so we'll have to work with what I have.
Make a choice. 1. Attack. 2. Intelligence. Recall your knowledge of Silent Keep's court. 3. Dexterity. Knock the stranger out. Roll for dexterity. You step towards the stranger, meaning to knock him out long enough to make a getaway. He surprises you by also stepping forward, wrapping you in an embrace. His body is so warm, like a dragon's belly full of fire. He steps back and is gone in a moment. You're still dragon belly warm, and you're so tired. As you stumble to your knees, you finally see the blood, your blood, spreading from your gut. Loading.
You liked being knife murdered.
Choice.
I liked the cutscene.
I skipped the cutscenes, there's no subtitles.
Recall your knowledge of Silent Keep's court.
You don't
3.
need subtitles.
Dexterity.
Just watch.
Stranger out. You step towards the stranger, raising your weapon. He surprises you by also stepping forward, wrapping you in an embrace. His body is so warm, like a dragon's belly full of fire. He steps back and is gone in a moment.
Disappointing. I thought attacking
Boring.
might be different.
This is so
Dragon belly
boring.
You're watching this time, though.
Tired.
There's no
As you
subtitles.
stumble to your knees, you finally see
It's
the
a
blood.
stabbing.
Your blood
Why do you need
from your
subtitles?
gut.
I turned cutscenes off in the settings because there's no subtitles.
Ooh, you should watch this one, though. It's epic.
You got stabbed twice already. I'm not reloading so you can kill yourself again.
Save scumming's not a big deal.
It takes too long. I just want to play.
It's fun to see all the outcomes.
There's a saying about curiosity.
The cat's okay. Aren't you, buddy?
The cat purrs and rubs against your legs.
You're dead. How did you do that?
I'm still in the game. I'm controlling Bay now.
Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. Well, you are.
Reload so I can be me again.
I don't think I will.
Oh, come on, River.
It's my server and I make the rules, so I have decided that I'm
The
not
River.
going to. I have decided. You've derailed my train of thought.
You were going to reload so that my custom isn't permadead.
Oh, yes. I mean, no. I'm not going to reload. I reloaded that choice already and you chose the same thing.
It was not the same thing.
It was the same thing and it was boring. So now Charlotte and the Wizard is dead. You can play with tight anusum.
We just leveled up.
You keep your levels if you roll a new character.
Okay. So you're going to sit there while I make a new character?
Yep.
While I agonize over class and race,
Don't forget gender.
profession,
Appearance.
background.
Have you seen the new genital patch?
I appreciate what they were going for, but the devs went way too hard on that one. Somehow 4 is both too many and too few options.
Wait, there's 4?
There's 4 bottom options.
The 4 sexes?
And there's 2 top options too. So that's 4 to the power of 2.
The 16 sexes.
That doesn't seem right. What's the maths for this?
Math. You're overcomplicating it. There's 2 options, right? And each one can only go with 4 other options. So that is
4 times 2?
the 8 sexes.
I'm confused.
I'm pretty sure that's a normal response.
I'll make an orc.
Can't make orcs anymore, only half orcs.
Why?
Orcs aren't smart enough to have conversations.
One of the guys who invented D&D was a biological determinist.
Dark.
He didn't invent orcs, though.
This is Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah. Actually, orcs have a different controversy around them.
It's not racist to be an orc in a video game?
Now you've said that, I'm definitely not doing it.
Elf.
Drow are problematic.
Dwarf.
Many depictions of dwarves are perceived as anti-Semitic.
Gnome.
Hmm,
Not offensive to short people.
just don't like them.
You don't like them.
The models look weird in cutscenes. They didn't bother to program good animations for the names.
Human, then.
Is that all that's left?
You do realize you are human, right?
I deny everything. I'll be a gnome and an artificer.
Ooh, that came in the last update. Nice.
Tattoos, hair, top genital 1, bottom genital 3.
Ooh, 3. Pushing the boat out.
I don't have nudity turned on. So what I'm actually looking at is 4 different levels of bulge.
How much bulge did you choose?
Well, none of your business.
You chose the most bulge.
None of your business. And just the eyes, lips, shoulders, hips.
Try to build up his shoulders, his chest, his arms and legs.
Ah, shush.
Such an effort! If he only knew of my plan, when in just 7 days,
Oh boy.
I can make you a man.
I need to choose a background.
For your portrait?
For my gnome, I'll be a noble.
Boring.
Well, it might be useful.
You know you won't respawn with Daddy's money.
Sure. But I think it will be useful.
I'm a folk hero.
A folk hero.
It was an option. Couldn't miss out on the opportunity to be a folk hero.
Has it been useful?
Couldn't miss out on the opportunity to be a folk hero.
I have a feeling a noble background will open more doors for the party.
You love a folk hero.
I do love a folk hero. But the world isn't kind to them.
Are you still talking about the game?
Yes, I want to succeed in the game. Nobles get more conversation options.
I thought we were getting meta.
You might have been. I wasn't. And I'm ready.
No occupation.
I never understood why I have to have an occupation as well as a class. Isn't being an adventurer a full-time job?
It's to let you build your character more flexibly.
Sounds like capitalist propaganda to me. I will be a poet.
What does that get you?
Absolutely nothing.
Do we still have the cat?
The cat purrs and rubs against your legs.
They looked after it.
This quest is more complicated than I expected. I mean, how exactly did the Queen's cat end up getting captured by pirates in the first place?
Ship's cats are an institution in sailing. Even the Vikings had them.
I don't think royal heritage is required to be a ship's cat.
Can you cast talk to animals? Maybe it can tell us.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Ooh, we should have talked to the cat earlier. She says it's not a cat, She says she was the Queen's personal chef and that she was transformed as punishment for stealing fish.
Hmm. The quest didn't mention the cat was a wanted criminal.
Well, I expect a higher bounty, that's for sure.
You still want to take her in for the bounty?
Of course. There's great quest rewards.
What does she want?
Who?
The cat, the chef, the cat chef. Does she have a name?
I think her name is Cat. I think it's meant to be a joke.
Well, what does Cat want?
It doesn't matter. I'm just after the quest rewards.
Oh, come on.
You come on.
If you don't tell me, I'm just going to use a potion of animal speaking and ask her for myself.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
We can work out another way to get the armor. There's always another way.
It's not even a proper quest. She says she wants to be turned back human. Should I cast it again?
It's not a proper quest.
No.
So there's no quest marker.
No.
So how are we supposed to know where to go?
I don't know. It could come up later. I could Google it.
Don't!
Why not?
No, why not? It ruins the immersion. We're meant to be solving problems for ourselves. Let's just keep Cat with us.
We could take her to the Great Sage.
The Great Sage is all the way in the swamp. Then we'll have to fight our way through to the portal.
Cruella Badger, Cruella Badger, she took a wrong turn and fell in a sawmill. Keeping the cat is sure to get it killed like Cruella. It's your turn, Cruella.
Okay. In memory of Cruella, we do more quests. XP makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
Fighting our way to the portal.
And the fuzzy cat is rescued.
For the XP!
Must gather your party before venturing forth. Choose your destination. Traveling to Mystic Swamp.
It's spooky here. Beautiful, but spooky. At least this swamp isn't poisoned.
The game designers based it on a real place. The story goes there was a voodoo queen who cursed local settlements with a hurricane. She used to sit on her porch and sing, "One day I'm going to die and take the whole town with me."
One day I'm gonna die and take the whole town with me. Why?
Apparently, she felt she was being taken for granted.
She probably was. There's a phantom pirate ship in the Everglades. I wonder if they ever have ghost cats.
Aren't swamps too shallow for ships?
Oh, this one was in Cape Florida. They just boarded a merchant ship, but hang on, I took a screenshot. This explains it better. A curling line of foam came sweeping down over the calm expanse, and lifting both vessels in its embrace, carried them away. On the tidal wave bore the pirate ship on its snowy crest, across the sandy shallows, high over the beach, above the tallest trees for miles. The great wave carried the pirate ship until it finally set it down in the center of the great, pitiless solitude.
Musical.
Isn't it?
I used to want to live on a boat.
You don't want to anymore.
Not so much, I don't want to. as I can't.
I enjoyed that quest with the captain that had rats in the hold. It reminded me of some of my favorite games from when I was younger. It was always rats or kobolds. I tried to DM a D&D campaign once, and all my players got wiped out in the first session. The first session. And anyway, I didn't want to make them start again. That would be boring. So I had the chef come. Did I tell you about the chef? Well, I created this hench, gender ambiguous, rolling pin wielding, flower dusted chef, and he worked in the tavern. That's who gave them the quest. So I had the chef come down and pick up my dying adventurers and nurse them back to health. Wait, where are you going? My bar's not full yet. Did I say something?
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Charlie? Charlie?
I'm processing.
Processing.
I'm processing. Let me.
Yes?
Listen, you need a fresh start. I get it. Landlording, it doesn't seem like you.
You're still thinking about that.
You have other choices.
Sorry.
You have choices.
Yeah, I have choices, work or die.
At least you're able to get work.
Well, yeah, kind of. I can't do just anything. In big businesses, everyone wants to change things as little as possible, and you're not supposed to say so. And it turns out in startups, everyone wants to change things more than is possible, and you're not supposed to say so. And I know I'm supposed to stay in my lane, but I can't. I can't. Work's been drying up for months. Projects have been assigned to other people. I've just been completely frozen out.
Damn.
Yeah. And so I have no income, basically. And now Emma has this house.
Your landlord friend, right? I have a headache.
Take an aspirin.
I can't have aspirin.
Tylenol.
I can't have You know what? Don't worry about it. Unlock this gate, please.
On it. It broke.
Well, can you?
Loading.
I wish you were here so we could close out this city together. I made all of my favorite memories here with you. Charlie, I
Yeah, let's go.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Okay. Let's go.
5 turns remaining.
I wish you didn't have to be sick.
Me too. It's been years now, though. Don't you think it's time to make new favourite memories?
4 turns remaining.
I feel so disconnected from you.
You're having connection issues. What's your ping?
No, River, I feel like I don't understand you.
What do you mean?
You're telling me you're involved in kicking someone out of their house like it's nothing. Can't you see the irony in that?
3
It's
turns remaining.
not the same for this guy as it is for us.
I feel like we're having 2 different conversations. There's so many ways you could make a fresh start. You just got out from under his thumb and you want to hand control to someone else.
I don't want you to hate me, Charlie. I need this.
I don't hate you. I'm worried about you. If you tell me you need this, I believe you. I trust you. I feel like when you say you need this, you're saying you need someone else to lay out your life for you.
2 turns remaining.
It's your turn.
What's so bad about that?
What's so bad about what?
Maybe I need help laying out my life. I trust Emma.
I haven't actually asked you anything about her, Emma, have I?
Oh, yeah. She also knew. Sorry. Emma has been having these dreams.
Dreams?
Right. Emma has been having these dreams where she talks to, you know. And apparently he says that he's not left, that he's like here, that he's like everywhere.
That's I don't know what to say.
Isn't that terrifying? That he's like not left.
Well, I mean, you know, it's not real, right? Dreaming is just imagination.
What I'm trying to say is Emma gets me. It feels good to connect with her. Everyone is gone. Even you're gone. And I need someone on my side in real life.
You shouldn't have to be lonely.
It's not the same, is it, talking like this? Emma's right here.
Sure, but are you really connecting, or are you living in the past with her?
It's been a really long time.
That's what recovery looks like for you.
It's not the same for everyone, I get that. It should be easier for me to move forward.
I don't think it's a case of easy or hard.
I've been playing on hard mode for a really long time. It's hard to think straight, it's hard to make decisions, it's hard to remember to eat, and doing the house thing is easy.
I get it. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Let's just get through this.
1 turn remaining.
Sometimes it's really hard to have a conversation with you. You tell these stories and you expect me to interpret them the same way you do.
You're always telling stories too.
You're not telling me something.
It's not that. It's like in the game, there's only a limited amount of things I can say.
Life isn't a video game, Charlie.
I have to move too.
Okay. Again, I thought you lived in social housing.
Building is owned privately. Landlord decided to stop letting the council have tenants here.
They can just decide that.
It's called a no-fault eviction.
That's gross.
I started making this place cozy. Now it seems like a mistake.
I can't believe you have to go through this again.
Thanks. I'm gonna make a cup of tea. Do you still have Twinings?
Yeah. I finally figured out how much to bring back when I visit. All of it.
Remember when we borrowed your brother's truck for all of that? I don't know what I would have done.
I wish I could bring you here. We could make a ground floor bedroom for you.
That's a nice thought. Totally unrealistic, but nice. I'm done playing today.
I love you, Charlie.
Love you too.
+1 charisma, +1 wisdom.